Porphyro urges Madeleine to get out of bed and live with him. That's the show elope. Her family may never consent to their love and they will easily escape because everybody is drunk with wine. And this is their only chance to do so. He wants her to flee the house and live a better life far from the oppression of her brutal family. He encourages her not to be afraid, to take the bold decision because he has prepared a home for her already. Madeleine understands Porphyro and realizes that they must leave in a hurry, else they will be in danger. The permanent fear is that if Porphyro is seen, he might be killed by her family members. They move through the house without making a sound and go through the dark as noiseless as the house appears empty. There are lamps at the door, curtains embroidered with horsemen hanging, and long carpets rise in the wind. The general silence gives them the perfect opportunity to make a safe escape. Looking at the deserted nature of the house, the two lovers are described as phantoms that float through the wide hallways and pass through the bloodhound owned by the porter, a very wild dog. The porter is drunk and fast asleep from wine that he has consumed from the huge flagon by his side. The dog wakes up but recognizes Madeleine and goes back to rest. The bolts of the door easily give way and open wide. In the last stanza of the poem, the lovers flee from the house, which they consider unfriendly and dangerous, into the storm, which they consider safer. The story that has been narrated had happened a long time ago, and of that very night, the Baron, Madeleine's father, and all his guests had had dreams of witches and demons. Angela and the beadsmen died, and their death symbolized the beginning of a life that Porphyro and Madeleine dream of having in the future. Porphyro elopes with Madeleine to begin a new life. The poem is written in an epic style and focuses on human imagination, warmth of love over cold piety and hatred, and the celebration of romantic love. It also develops themes Keats' opposition, such as art versus reality, dream versus awakening, the old versus the young. To Keats, romantic love is literally a heavenly experience, and for its culmination, Keats puts his lovers temporarily in a heaven that is realized through magic. The Eve of St. Agnes is in part a poem about the supernatural which the romantic poets were so fond of employing. The woman who wants to encounter her love had to perform bizarre rituals. Although the poem begins with a prayer, it takes an unexpected twist about the party and the guest. It also switches from the party to the arrival of Porphyro, who seeks Madeleine. Porphyro means purple and symbolizes fire burning, and the color which stands for the healthy life. No matter Porphyro's want to take Madeleine away from her brutish family and give her a better life at the house that he has reserved for her. Contrastively, the beadsman is concerned about his soul, while the others are concerned with merriment, pleasure, romance, and romantic pleasure. The other guests are very enthusiastic about the merriment, but Madeleine is preoccupied with something else. She wants to experience the mystery about the Eve of St. Agnes, and she has brooded all day long. She remembers the conditions and the rituals to be performed in order to guarantee the realization of her wishes. Coincidentally, Porphyro is on his way to seek her heart as he burns with love for her. He is ready to risk it all and enter into enemy territory for the sake of love. Madeleine's family members are his sworn enemies, and they will not hesitate to harm him if they have the opportunity, highlighting courtly love. Porphyro gets help from Angela, who brings him closer to his desire by hiding him in closet near Madeleine's chamber. Angela does not believe in superstition, but she also does not want Madeleine to be disturbed from having the experience of her expectation. Romantically, Porphyro waits patiently. Madeleine enters her room and performs the ritual before going to bed. To woo her, Porphyro comes with treats of rare delicacies, yet Madeleine had been in a dream about her love. Keats' image of the idealized women that he had found continues to linger in his poems. Madeline is beautiful, pure, and lacks any blemish. She is such a wonderful sight to behold by Porphyro, who has all this while waited patiently in the closet. When Madeline awakes, she finds it difficult to comprehend the lover in the dream and the one in her room. She later understands the reality of things as Porphyro adores, reverences her. Porphyro compliments and flatteries are simply to make Madeline to understand that she does not need a dream-like lover when a real lover is right in front of her. He convinces her that they should elope because he wants to offer her a better life which she fearfully accepts. Luck is on their side because the general house is asleep and drunk, thus easing their escape. We are sure that they will have a blissful marriage wherever they have gone. This poem is a typical example of courtly love, as seen from the risks that Porphyro takes to enter into enemy territory to get the woman of his heart, and for having prepared a better and peaceful house where they will elope there and live peacefully.